that you go the other route. Let's say that you follow that service and maintenance agreement to the T. None of this pirate stuff, it's sort of God-like. You follow it to a T, all right, all the way through. And you've done everything. And this car is still bright and shiny after so many years, and the inside's as clean as the outside, and the engine's as clean as the rest of the car inside and all that. And somebody comes to you one day and they say, you know what, they only made so many of these, and you've got yourself a real treasure here. You should park this thing, and you should put ropes around it so people can come and look at it, but don't drive it anymore. It's too precious for that. And so you do that. And so now, this gift you've been given becomes something that no longer serves the purpose for which it was given, which was to give you enjoyment in being able to get out and move around in the world. And now it's become simply a showpiece so that everybody can look at it and you can say, "Ah, isn't this cool?" And they say, "Ah, yeah, this is cool. Aren't you glad you own this?" "Oh, yeah, I'm really glad I own this." "Well, what do you do with it?" "Well, it just kind of sits here and, it's kind of cool, and, it could collect something smaller like teapots, but no, it's got to be parked." And so now this gift has been totally transformed from something that was meant to give you a sense of life and purpose and help you in that, to something that you literally spend your time making sure now that it remains in this pristine museum condition. And that's the stage upon which Jesus walked that day when he stepped into the temple. Because, oh yeah, they had followed the rules for living. They had followed the 10 Commandments. But they had followed it to the place that now the church, the temple for them, the Israelites, the temple had now become not the means by which people could worship God and find freedom and bring others to freedom from sin and the slavery to sin. But now it had become an institution in and of itself that was oppressing people in and of itself in different ways. Now, I don't know. In first service, they didn't realize this. But there's a movement out there that basically is an anti-religion, anti-church movement. Have you run across it? I have, many places. Yeah. And there's even t-shirts and things that'll say church, and they'll have the big not sign written over it. Or it'll say religion, and it'll have the big not sign written over it. Okay. I get it. I get it why they're doing it. They're doing it because they realize that in many circumstances the church or religion, organized religion, has become as oppressive as what it was meant to free people from. I get that. I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater like some want to do, but that's the point, is that we can become part of something that if we're not careful, it loses its purpose and instead becomes oppressive in its own right. Now, Jesus' answer to that was simple. He made himself a whip. How many people here are willing to admit in your life, somewhere along the line, you made yourself a whip? I made several of them. And every time I tried, I wound up generally whacking myself. It was one of those like, don't put your eye out things, because I would always wind up whacking myself. I had welts, from this, You've not done that?